Algebraic Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello students, let's continue the chapter factorization. So today we are going to learn division of algebraic expressions. So far we have learned addition, subtraction and multiplication of the expressions. The only thing that we are left with is division of algebraic expressions. So how do we divide them? Suppose I have to divide 6x cube. Okay, I have to divide it with 2x, suppose. Okay, what do I have to do? I have to divide 6x cube with the 2x. You see, these are two monomials that I'm giving you a very simple example, starting with the monomial having just one term. So how do we divide? So 6x cube divided by 2x. So we can cancel the constant, or I say the coefficients, the numerical ones, as with the numerical one in the denominator. Like this we can write 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, x and x will get cancelled. We have 3, x into x is x square. Correct? Also I can divide 6x cube with 3x square. Right? 3 ones are 3 twos are 6. Here 3 times x, here 2 times x. Only one x would be left. So we would be left with the 2x. So this is how we divide it. Right? So cancel the constant numbers. I say the numerical values that we have 6, 2, 5, whatever is given in the question, and solve the variables together. We can use laws of exponents also that we already have done in the previous chapters to solve these. Okay. Now here are two questions. Before doing these two questions, I would like to go with the division of monomial by another monomial. So let us take one more monomial. Suppose I take 25 x to the power 4 and y to the power 3. So this is just one term. Okay, you have to divide it with 5 x square y square. Suppose we have to divide these two monomials. So what we are going to do, you will write 25 x to the power 4 y to the power 3 divided by 5 x square y square. Correct? Because these are very small powers, you can write x 4 times, y 3 times, x 2 times and y 2 times. But when it comes to 10 and 15 power, so there we will just use the laws of exponents. So just see, 5 ones are 5, 5 fives are 25. So we have 5 as the constant value. Then if we solve this, same basis and they are in division. So x to the power 4 and x to the power 2 is there. We will just be left with x to the power 2. And when we solve these two with the same base in division, we will just be left with y. Clear? So 5x square y is the question. This is our answer. Right? Now, just to see these two questions, I hope this is going to be really easy for you to solve. The first part, minus 20 x to the power 4 means x will be written 4 times. Divided by 10 into x square is x into x. 10 ones are 10 twos are 20. So we have minus 2. X and x getting cancelled. So we are just left with x into x, that is x square. So minus of 2x square is the answer. In the second part, when we solve, we have to divide 7x square y square z square with 14xyz. Right, so 7 ones are 7 twos are 14, 1 upon 2, x square upon x, 1x will get cancelled, only 1x, y square upon y, only y would be left, and z square upon z, only z would be left. So this is the answer for the second part. Right, I hope the division of a monomial by another monomial is quite clear and really easy to do. Moving ahead. So here are two more questions given of monomials only. Let's try them. Just see, first one is 24x y square z cube and 6yz square. So 6 ones are 6, 6 fours are 24. So we are left with 4. X as it is, because there is no x in the denominator, that can cancel. So here it is y square and here it is y. So y square upon y will be y. Z cube upon z square, 2 z's will get cancelled. So we are left with 1 z. 4xyz is the answer. In the second part, 63 a square is a into a. So either you can write like this or you can just write the answer after solving using the laws of exponents. A into a, then b is written 4 times. Okay, and then c is written 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. So then we have 7. Then a square is a into a, b square is b into b, and c is also 3 times. Clear? So 7 ones are 7 9s are 63. So 9 we have, A and A got cancelled. So we are not left with any A, B and B getting cancelled. Right, 2 B's will get cancelled. So we are just left with 1 and 2. 2 B's, that means B square. And 1, 2, 3. 3C will get cancelled. So we are just left with 3C. C cube. So this is the answer. Clear? No confusions in this? Moving ahead, now we will learn division of a polynomial by a monomial. Till now what we have discussed, monomial with monomial. Now it is polynomial with monomial. How do we do that? So I would go with the easiest method. There are 2-3 methods and I would like to teach you the easiest method to do. So when we have to divide it, this 2y will get divided with each and every term that is inside the bracket. So it is like this, 4y cube plus 5y square plus 6y divided by 2y. So we'll separate the terms. We'll separate the numerator with the denominator. 4y cube upon 2y plus 5y square upon 2y plus 6y upon 2y. Solving it, just the 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So 2 y cube upon y will give us y square, right? Plus 5 upon 2, because we can't cancel them, y square upon y will just give us y, plus y and y getting cancelled, 2 3s are 6. So we are just left with 3 here. Clear? So like this we are going to solve. So solving a polynomial by the monomial, this is the way. Just divide that particular monomial with each of the term in the polynomial. Right? Moving ahead. So let's solve this question and see this. So they're asking with both the methods. I have discussed one of the methods. So let me first teach you the second method. So what is the second method about? Just see. I'm erasing this one and we're going to discuss the second. So 4y cube can be written as 2 into 2, that is 4, and y into y, right? And it is upon 2y. Then plus 5 into y divided by 2 into y. That means we are going to write all the factors of that term, right? Plus 6 into y upon 2 into y. So just see, 2 and 2 got cancelled, we are left with 2. Y and y got cancelled, so we are left with y square. Then same thing we are going to do here, 5 upon 2y plus y and y getting cancelled, 2 and 6 getting cancelled, 3. So this is the another method that we have. Clear? So this is how you are going to solve. Either you go by this, by writing the factors, or just separate the terms and write and solve them. Okay. Also you could do like just write down the factors. Okay. It is 2 into 2 into y plus 5 into y plus 6 into y. Right, now you need to see in the complete what is common out of this. So we see out of this complete y is common. That's it. Now here you are left with 2 into 2 into y. 2 y's we are left with, plus 5 into y plus 6. Divide by 2. When you divide, y and y will get cancelled. Now it is just 2 that you have to divide. So you have to divide with the first term 2, the second term 2 and the third term 2. So you're going to get your answer. So these are different ways of solving it. Actually we are doing the same thing. Now let's try this question. So the first one is 24 x square yz plus x y square z plus xyz square. We have to divide it with what? We have to divide it with 8xyz. So what will I do is, first of all, the very first thing that I can do is 24 and 8 can be solved. So 8 1s are, 8 3s are. Clear? So 3 into x square yz plus xy square z plus xyz square, and whole is divided by xyz. So I can separate the numerator with the denominator. Clear? Now just see, x and x getting cancelled, yz got cancelled. So we have 3x plus, here also what we will be left with, y plus, and then we are left with z. So we are left with 3x plus 3y plus 3z. This is one of the method of doing this question. The second method is that you take common. The second method is to take common. How do we do that? In the second method, you have to take out things common. So 24 you are writing. Out of these, x is common, y is common, z is common. So you will write 24 x, y, z is common. What you are left with, if you take x, y, z common, you are left with x, then here you are left with y, and in the third term you are just left with z, and you have to divide it with 8x, y, z. X, y, z and x, y, z get cancelled. 8 3s are 24. 3 into x plus y plus z, that gives us 3x plus 3y plus 3z. Right, so this is how we solve, and with both the methods we get the same answer. So it's on to you, how do you solve it? Okay, moving ahead. Now we will learn division of algebraic expressions continued, that is polynomial with polynomial. Till now we have done monomial with monomial, then we discussed polynomial with monomial. Now it is both of them can have any number of terms. So just see how do we do that. So for dividing things like this, like here I see two terms are there in each of them, so these are two binomials. So you are going to factorize first, right? The thing that you have to divide, that is to be simplified first. Out of these two, what you think is common? 7 is common, and then x is common. So you're left with x plus 2, and you're going to divide it with x plus 2. X plus 2, x plus 2 got cancelled. The answer is only 7x. Quite easy to solve, right? So if we simplify our expression given, okay, in the most simplified form we write, we factorize it first and then we divide it. It becomes really easy for us. So moving ahead, there is one more question. Let us see that. So we have 44, and out of this, is there something common? Yes, x square is common. X square is the least power, so x square I have taken common. Now we are left with x square minus 5x minus 24. Let us first factorize it, and at last we will divide it with that term. So 44x square. Now sum is to be minus 5 and the product has to be minus 24. So 24, just to see how you can get minus 5 from it. So 24, you know, you factorize it. 12 you get 6, right? Then you get 3, and then you have 3. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. Yes, we get. So we can just form 8 and 3. So I'll write x square. Now I want minus, so I'll write minus 8x plus 3x, because this gives us minus 5x and minus 24. So factorizing it further, out of these two, x is common, x minus 8 plus 3 is common, x minus 8. Clear? Okay, now 44x square. Now in the complete x minus 8 is common, we are left with x plus 3. So now this is the most simplified form. This is to be divided by 11x into x minus 8. Now you see x minus 8 and x minus 8 getting cancelled. 1x will get cancelled here. 11 ones are, 11 fours are. So 4x into x plus 3. This is the final answer that we are left with. Or you can also write it as 4 into x square plus 3x. So this would be the answer that we are left with. That means this is the question. So how do we divide a polynomial with another one? We first have to simplify the first, right? So we took out common. The first thing that we do in factorization is take out the common factor. After taking out the common factor, what we do, we try to factorize this, right? And this we have done using this form, x square plus a plus bx plus ab. So we have to search for product and sum two numbers. Clear? And those two numbers we found are 8 and 3. Okay, moving ahead, this is another question. So we have z into 5z square minus 80. So before dividing, as I told you, we'll convert it into the simplest form or simplified form, I say. So z, what is common? 5 is common. So z square minus, divide 80 by 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 6 are 30. Now 5z into, I can write this as z square minus 4 square, that is a square minus b square, and gives us a plus b, a minus b. Now this is to be divided by 5z into z plus 4. Z plus 4 getting cancelled, 5z getting cancelled. We're just left with z minus 4. This is the final answer. So always go for simplification of the expression that is given to you. That makes your task really easy.